Take two. My whole head needs to be in the video. Hey friends, thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Today's video is just a demo of how I was able to achieve successfully, probably for the first time, a wash and go. So if you're interested in knowing how I got this look, stay tuned and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. If you are not already, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Share this video with your friends and make sure you give it a thumbs up. Be back. Okay, I'm starting with freshly washed and conditioned hair. I have let it air dry some overnight. I washed my hair using the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Shampoo and the Shea Moisture Yucca and Bayoba Deep Conditioner. And so now I'm just splitting those air dried sections into 4 smaller sections to make the detangling and the rest of the wash and go process a little bit more manageable. That's one of the keys to minimizing breakage and just not getting super frustrated trying to detangle all of that hair. So now I'm working with one of the back sections and I'm just splitting it off into a smaller section, and I'm going to work with that one piece. Now you see I'm spraying it with water just to waken it up and make it a little bit easier to work with. I'm finger detangling first. That's one of the things that helps to minimize breakage. And before I put any combs or utensils in the hair, I'm adding Jamaican Black Castor Oil. And I'm just continuing to detangle with my hands. And now I'm detangling with a wide tooth comb, and at this point most of the tangles are out of the hair. Now I'm doing the lock method, so my oil was the castor oil, and now for my C, you can see I'm using the Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. So my hair is moisturized, completely detangled, I'm able to comb through easily. And now I am going to be adding the Camille Rose Naturals Curl Maker, and that's what I'm using for my gel for the wash and go. Look, and it smells so good. That is one of the things that I like about the curl maker. And so as you can see, it's just really locking those curls in, and it's going to help so that it won't shrink and get frizzy as it dries out. That's really all the curl maker does. But I like the curl maker a little bit better than using gel because it doesn't leave the residue, and it smells so good, and it really does do a good job of clumping those curls together. So you can see now I've taken out another small section, and I'm just showing you how I go through the process one more time. I'm finger detangling with the water and then adding the oil, combing through, making sure all of those tangles are out, and then I add my conditioner, my cream in my lock, and I'm just making sure my hair is very moisturized. And at this point I am going to go ahead and add that Camille Rose Naturals Curl Maker and finish the process of combing through, going through with the detangling brush. And so far it looks good. It looks like what I was hoping for. Alright, so I've completed that back section, and I'm clipping that section off so it won't get mixed in with the part that I haven't done already. Just another thing that helps to make the process more manageable and a little bit less frustrating. And I'm down to that last piece on that side. Now each section of the 4 sections took about 15 minutes. So for my hair, altogether, it took me about an hour to go through each section. And it's about the same amount of time that it would have taken me if I were doing a twist out. maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less. Alright, so now you can see that I'm completely done going through, detangling each section and adding the product. And I'm removing those clips to give my hair a few hours to air dry. At this time it's probably about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and so I'm just going to let it air dry a little. Alright, I am back. It has been a few hours since I completed the process of doing the wash and go, and I took the clips out just to let my hair air dry with it open. My hair is very thick, and it really does hold water, so it takes a very long time for my hair to dry anytime, especially when it's closed. Even with it being open, it takes a while to dry. But if I had left those clips in it, it would still be like completely soaking wet all over. And it's been about maybe 3 hours since I finished doing it, 3 or 4 hours. So it has dried a good bit on the surface. It's pretty dry, like all the ends are dry. I still have some very wet places in the back and on the sides. So the inside of my hair is still soaking wet, and it will be for a while. If it weren't so late, because it's like midnight at this point. If I had done this really early in the morning, or at least early afternoon, and let it air dry for 12 hours, there would have still been some wet places, but it wouldn't be as wet as it is now. So it's still pretty wet, but I love it. Like, I think it looks great. And what I'm about to do right now is I'm preparing to go to bed. And so even though it's still very wet in the middle, it's just what it is. I'm gonna let it dry over the next couple of days. I'm actually pleased with it how it is now. If it were like daytime and I were getting ready to go out, I'd be happy with this look. But what I'm going to do, since I do have a little bit of time, even though it's still wet, I'm going to stretch it some, doing the banding method. This is what I'm using. All right, so it's the next morning, and I'm gonna take this down and see what we've got. So now I'm going to carefully remove the hair ties from each section. It took me a little while to get them all out because I really wanted to take my time and make sure I didn't pop any of my hair off in the process of being in a hurry. Most of my broken ends come from either taking a twist out down or taking a tie off and just being in a hurry. So I really try to take my time. And so far, I like what I see. I think the top is a little overstretched, but other than that, perfecto. It's still a little wet in some places, but I'm pleased. It looks good. your friends. Thank you so much for viewing. I appreciate your support, especially those of you who are subscribed, those of you who are here for the first time. I hope you enjoyed this video and you were able to learn something or be inspired or just pick up something that you may want to try with your own hair. Or if you're like me and sometimes you watch videos of people getting stuff done to their hair that you know you're not interested in doing, but it's just fun to watch. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.